All right, hello and welcome to the fifth episode of the Left Wing Fruit Podcast. I'm your host, Lucas Jackman, and I'm with Slater McRae
Hello.
and Kieran Testa.
Hi there.
And so, Kieran, you just this past week, or 2 weeks ago, went on a hike. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so it was a 3-day hike up to Garibaldi Lake. And so me and my dad, we hiked up to Taylor Meadows, camped there. And then from there, we're able to hike up to Black Tusk and Panorama Ridge.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It's quite the quest.
Yeah, I told my dad before we went, I said, he's like, oh, like, are you excited to go? And I said, yeah, I mean, this is the closest thing I'll ever get to, like, hiking across the Shire to Mordor, right? Middle Earth.
I mean, I told you right after that, though, that you could literally just go to New Zealand and do that. That's actually a thing.
That's a long plane right away, man.
So, Kieran, had you done much hiking in the past like that? Like day trips and shit like that?
So I'd done, like, day hikes before.
Yeah.
A few times with my dad or whatever, but never overnight. That was our first time. That was his first time.
I still need to do that. It looks so fun.
Honestly, I will go with you, man. It was incredible.
Yeah? Be my tent buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We got to get something better to sleep on. Because what me and my dad had, it was awful.
Oh, yeah. You got to bring, like, an air mattress or something.
What did you pack? Like obviously you have the tent. And you have, like what did you cook your food on? Or did you just bring, like, pre-made stuff?
So my dad bought this dehydrated food.
Mm-hmm.
You get it online, and it's like the idea is that it's way lighter. It's dehydrated and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you just boil it with water, and he was able to mix all the spices in. We actually ate really well. The guy, my dad's this Italian guy, right? Packed so much food, which is good because you eat a lot, but also it means you have to carry it, right? Yeah. So when we were on the hike up to the campground, right, our packs were like 70 pounds each. Mm-hmm. So it was about an 8-kilometer hike with the 70 pounds on our back, which was tough.
Yeah,
that was pretty tough.
Yeah, you're a pretty fit guy too, so like imagine someone like
he's got no knee. It's hard to climb mountains when you have no knee.
That's true.
It's harder going down mountains when you have no knee. Because like my dad, I was kind of, when we were going up, I was like way ahead of him. But then on the way down, he was way ahead of me, I guess, because I have knee problems, stuff like that. I was way slower on the way down, which was interesting, right? Yeah. Because I guess for me, like 70 pounds is less percentage of my body weight than it is for my dad, right? Because he's smaller than me. So yeah, but after a really tough hike up there, all that food, we didn't eat it all. I was kind of like, we carried all this food up here and didn't eat it all. Like, that's pretty trapped. But honestly, it was an unforgettable experience. I regret nothing.
So did you hike to the top on the first day, camp overnight at the top, and then come down, or was it more like you hiked to a certain spot and then slept overnight and then next morning climbed to the very top and then came back down?
Yeah, so there's a bunch of different hikes you can do around there.
Yeah,
there's a Garibaldi Lake itself because it's like a national park, right? Mm-hmm. Or provincial park, I believe. We don't have national parks in Canada, I don't think. And so we hike up to, there's 2 different campgrounds you can camp there. There's at the lake itself and Taylor Meadows. We camped at Taylor Meadows. Taylor Meadows is a little bit higher up than Garibaldi Lake, so it just depends kind of how you want to spread out your work. If you go to Taylor Meadows, then you hike up with all your gear to this point, but then it's shorter to do the other hikes after that. Mm-hmm. Whereas Garibaldi Lake, you have to go a little bit farther. So it just depends how you want to divide up your work. It's the same way. So what we did, we hiked up to Taylor Meadows 8 kilometers, and then we camped there. And then from there, we were able to go up to Black Tusk and then come back down. And the next day we went to Panorama Ridge and then came back, got all our stuff, went back down to the car.
That's cool.
So it was 3 days total. Left on, hiked up on Friday, came back Sunday.
That's pretty sick. I've seen some of the pictures and they look absolutely beautiful.
Pictures never do it justice.
Oh, I know, but
not.
Even the simplest view, like it just.
Yeah, but by saying that, the pictures that we did see were
we can
incredible. So like,
we can put the pictures in this video.
Yeah, we'll link the pictures in the description so that the audience can check out the pictures that we're talking about.
Like when we were up on top of Black Tusk, it was like there were planes that were flying by that were lower than us.
That's crazy.
Like, it was really cool.
That's crazy to think of.
Yeah. It was kind of cool. So my dad, he's getting all this stuff, and it was pretty expensive to get all the stuff that we got in order to go up there. I mean, now we can do lots of different hikes. So he's gonna take my sister up in a couple of weeks, so you get to use it again. But so he's thinking about buying these like rain pants, right? Because you really shouldn't get wet because it can get hypothermia and stuff like that. He's like, do I buy the rain pants, whatever? So he bought them. Turns out the rain pants are a must because when we went up there, and of course it'll depend year to year based on the winter you have and the spring you've had, the kind of like that. So we're hiking up to Black Tusk, and there's a lot of the sections are snowy. Yeah. So on the way up, it's kind of like, you're on your hands, like whatever, crawling up. But then on the way down, it's like super slippery. So my dad's kind of like walking down. I'm like, you know what? I did all this work, this physics background, right? I did all this work to get up here. Gravity's doing the work to take me down. So I just slid down. It was awesome.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Was it I don't know if I asked you this. Is it very steep? Like, how would you compare it to like, I don't know if you've done the Abbey grind or not. The grouse grind. It's pretty steep.
Fuck the Abbey grind.
Yeah, we have a story after Kieran's here about the Abbey grind I'd like to share.
Yeah, it's pretty steep at certain sections, but it's very well marked. Like it's pretty. You have to be a pretty big idiot to get lost. Although I will say that when you're sliding down, you have to be careful. Because like there are some sections I was looking and I was like, I really got to stay close to the rocks here in case I can just roll off into safety where I can stop. Because if I don't stop, I'm going somewhere I have no idea where I'm going. But yeah, it was pretty steep at some points, especially as you get close to the Tusk. The scree is like the lava rock, right? It's like all moving and stuff like that. It's tough to kind of get up, but it's really cool.
Okay. About the being marked very well, I went skiing one time and it wasn't marked very well. And I actually went to a restricted zone that wasn't marked. So I got my way in there and I was like halfway through. It was like just snow up to my knees. Like I was just like, I think I'm in a bad spot. So I like climb out. And I remember trying to share that story with one of my French teachers back in, I think, grade 10. And because she wasn't exactly the nicest lady. Let's just go with that. And she was asking if everyone's been skiing, and she's heard a story, and like she asked if anyone in the class had like gone out of bounds in a ski resort area. And I just jokingly said because I told that story, and she like just went off on me and started shitting on me and saying like, you know how like when we send people after you like just taxpayers' money and stuff, like just started laying into me. I'm like, I'm sorry, I was just trying to share a little story.
So what was the story you guys were going to tell about the Abbey grind?
I don't remember what led to it. We just decided as a group, hey, let's all go to the Abbey grind. And we're like, hey, yeah, sure.
So for those of you who don't know, the Abbey grind is a hike, very popular, popular hike by where we live in Abbotsford.
But to the people who do it repeatedly, what's wrong with you? Do it like once or twice. It's no like it's no Garibaldi or anything. Like why?
Yeah. So
he had a great view of the valley.
Yeah.
So there were 5 of us that went, right?
Yeah.
It was myself, Slater, and Aiden, one of our buddies, Callum, who is one of our high school friends, and Celine, one of our high school friends.
Named it for if you don't know who she is.
Well,
it's okay, keep going. Sorry.
Okay, so yeah, we all went to the Abbey grind because I've never done it, and I don't know if you had done it before at that point.
Multiple times.
Oh, he sounds so thrilled.
Well, it's because I went the first time, I was like, wow, that was really cool, and like went second time, like, all right, I'm over this, and then my family's like, oh, let's go, like Mother's Day and all these days, let's go together. We're like, all right,
let's go this weekend.
Sure. Yeah.
No, but so we went on a particularly poor day. It had rained quite a bit beforehand, and it was really, really slippery and really, really fucking bad with mud, and it's quite the steep climb, I guess. So on certain sections of the trail, we had multiple members of us sort of slipping down and like losing our footing a little bit. So eventually we made it to the top, and like it was, we were all like sick and tired of this fucking hike because we had like slipped and like, covered in mud at the time.
At the time, our good friend Celine had she had scoliosis, and so her back was hurting the entire time.
Ooh, that's awful.
Yeah. So like, it was so like, oh man, no one was having a good time.
It was pretty rough, and it was like cold and kind of raining still a little bit.
I think I had a good smile on my face seeing you guys fall all the time. It was a good time.
That reminds me of a hike you and I, Slater, did over Christmas break. We went up.
Oh yeah.
What was that hike called?
Lindeman Lake.
Lindeman Lake. And so
beautiful.
It's like beautiful. December, all snowy. Oh, there's 4 of us going up there, all in our Nikes. Like just totally
up.
And the funny thing was that we're on the way up, and all these people coming down have got like hiking boots with like spikes on them, like
ski
extra
poles
things.
And all this
like,
shit.
All shit. And we're just like these 4 assholes going up.
4 fucking hooligans walking up this snowy ass mountain in running shoes.
Yeah, God.
And like sweats, and like maybe I was in a hoodie and like had like thin gloves. Kieran didn't even have
gloves.
You had a winter jacket and just no gloves. Your big ass hands were guiding him through the mountain.
Yeah.
Clearly
so the
not
way up,
prepared.
the way up wasn't that bad.
If you look at it, if Kieran were to strip down, everyone would look at him and say, "Holy shit! Like Bigfoot is that Lindeman Lake?"
That's what I was saying. The way up wasn't that bad, but then the way down, it was like just waiting, like who's gonna fall next. There was just slipping and falling. It was funny.
At some point, we had perfected it. I had perfected a technique where you would go into like a crab walk kind of deal, and you just slide down the mountain and guide yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Works well with gloves. Kieran, how was it without?
Well, my hands were a little red by the time we got back to the car.
Oh yeah.
But I survived. I don't know. I got pretty big hands, so it's all right.
What big hands mean, ladies?
Yeah, big gloves. That's why I don't have any, because they're expensive.
Yeah, can't afford the custom ones.
Extra large.
Shut up, dude. This is getting cut.
Magnum size.
We're cutting this.
You probably got pretty cut from your hike.
So Pokemon Go.
Solid segue there, bud. Yeah, have you played it yet, Kieran?
I've had it since before it came to Canada. I downloaded it like the APK on my phone.
You're
Okay.
fucking
Yeah, I'm a fucking badass, dude. I mean, like, if any of you guys like want to like my fan page on Facebook, become a fan of me on Facebook. Honestly, just do it.
Fucking trendsetter over
Yeah,
here.
I mean, like, I just like to break the rules pretty often. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys are into that kind of stuff, you can follow me. Anyways,
Yeah, Pac-Man goes.
I still haven't played it. I caught like the first initial Pokemon, and I still haven't played it.
I downloaded it before everyone, but I haven't touched it, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. That's my story.
Did you at least create your character?
Yeah, I started the whole thing. And
I'm
ready to go.
What's your nickname?
What?
You could choose your nickname at the start. What's your nickname?
Oh, I was gonna go for something really like offensive and stuff like that. But
I did.
But it wasn't. It wasn't. It was taken, so I just went with my name.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
creative.
pretty classic.
Yeah, pretty creative there.
Was it the underscore 420 plays it underscored
No, dude.
hashtag 69? Is that
No,
it?
it wasn't. It wasn't XX sniper killer 360 XX underscore. That's my that's a different account.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I was gonna say though that Pokemon Go, it's like crazy, and everyone's been playing it and stuff like that. There are people going to extreme lengths to sort of catch these Pokemons.
Oh, yeah.
There was a story recently that there was this woman who jumped on train tracks down in Vancouver to walk on the train, like where the SkyTrain, or not where the SkyTrain, like walk down there kind of area, just to catch some Pokemon. That
Wait,
might
you're
be
talking
down
about the SkyTrain?
there. It was.
Wait, so she
SkyTrain?
jumped into like where the rails were? She like
There's
Yeah,
no way.
started playing
No,
on
the
that.
SkyTrain, you would have got electrocuted and die.
It was whatever we took to get to downtown.
The SkyTrain.
That one time. Yeah, it was that.
She jumped in the SkyTrain. That's
Yeah,
so
she
dangerous.
jumped on the tracks and then tried to catch this Pokemon or whatever. And I think luckily she was fine. Nothing happened. She didn't get hurt. Nothing. She was completely fine. No train came near her. But what a fucking idiot, right?
Oh,
It's
And so
like
I was about to
science
go-
all over
I was
the
a-
place.
I was about to go off about
She's gonna get prosecuted.
Mhm.
natural selection, but I guess if she's all right, I won't.
That's a Darwin Award winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true, but I saw a meme on Instagram about a guy who hopped the fence at the White House
Really.
to catch a Pokemon.
To catch Pokemon.
Yeah.
Did-
I don't even think he got it.
yeah. Well,
He got tackled by whatever.
do you think that you would think that the developers wouldn't put Pokemon in retarded spots like that?
It's not like they just fucking pick everyone and put it down. It's an algorithm that doesn't.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Obviously, they don't do it by hand. That would be impossible.
Well, I think they have all of the like little like in each little town, they have those hotspot areas like for
Pokestops,
yeah,
maybe?
I guess Pokestops, is that what it is?
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends. Like I know downtown where we live, it has a lot of Pokestops, and it's full of lures and
Yeah,
gyms
yeah,
and
I think that's
stuff like
I think
that.
that's random. It must be random based on how many people are using it in
Yeah.
that area, though. It's not there. Like it would be the stupidest thing in the goddamn world to have some guy sitting over there at a computer placing things that people pick up. Like,
Yeah, they would have to
that makes
hire
no
man
sense.
for every city.
Like-
Like
There, we would
Oh my
end.
God.
We would end like world poverty because everyone would have a job in the world, and
I'd
no one would be
fucking-
catching Pokemon.
I'd Pokemon. Fucking Google.
I don't know. Do you think you'll ever play it though?
Sure, man. Under the right circumstances, with some buds,
Yeah,
I'll go one night and catch some Pokemon.
I see you.
That'd be fun.
See, we should do
Yeah.
that. We should do that. Let's do it tonight. Let's
No.
fucking go. Oh, okay. Nope. Scratch that one.
Not tonight. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I have a bone to pick. Okay.
Got a
So
bone to pick.
Calm
Yeah.
down, Kendrick.
so my mom claims that like she doesn't have a problem, but she definitely has a problem.
Go.
She
Or his mom.
she watches so much TV that it's becoming like an addiction, I think. Like, for instance, okay.
Wow.
So,
This guy's talking about his mom.
Is this an intervention?
yes, mom, if you're listening, you listen to, or you watch.
She's gonna be driving in the car to work, have this on and the radio, and she's gonna.
No, she wouldn't listen to this shit.
Yeah, true enough.
she'd be fucking doing better things than listening to our podcast.
Probably.
But
There are probably 100 songs that are better on the radio than listening to our stupid voices.
yeah. But anyway, so
It's better than Friends, though.
It's way better than Friends. Oh, we're gonna get a lot of shit because we don't like Friends.
Yeah, Friends sucks.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, anyway, so she claimed that America's Got Talent this year, she wasn't going to watch it because it's like the same shit every year, basically. You have like the same magicians, same, like, basically the
exactly
same
the
acts.
same people.
No, it's not the same people.
All
but
paid
it's-
actors, and the show's fake.
It's pretty much the same shit, just with like a new judge every
How he's
year.
not actually
Like they
bald.
cycle through the judges, all that, right? So she's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it this year. I'm not gonna watch it." Right? So I watched one episode, and I told her, "Oh, there's like this one act that I think you should actually see because it was actually pretty cool, whatever." So I explained it to her. What does she do? The next 2 days, she spends watching the whole like recorded series that we have, which is I think it was 10 episodes that we had recorded. So it was all of the auditions plus like the Vegas round. She watched all that in 2 days and is now pumping it to all of our friends, saying like, "Oh yeah, this year, like I really like this guy. Oh, I really like this one." And like everything she's been talking to me about within the past couple days has been like, "Oh, did you see this episode? Did you see this episode?" I don't think she understands that I go to work and I'm like doing things and stuff with my life. Like I'm actually like working on other things
Jesus
rather than
Christ,
just watching
man.
TV.
Jesus Christ, man. So here's what I just heard from this story. Like, I think my mom has a problem. I gave her this idea, and now because she followed through on it, it's a problem.
I just told her, "Hey, did
And
you
I'm
see this
19.
one act?"
I'm 18 years old, and I'm doing like all these things, and I'm like working all these things, and it's like, dude, your mom. She had 2 kids. She worked
One
her
was
whole
you.
like
Think
one
about
was
that.
you. Jesus
Think
Christ.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
poor,
I
the
get
poor
that.
woman has had years off her
Think of
life
the
from
toll.
you.
Think of the
I'm
toll
just
that hit on
And
her.
now that you're growing up and you're about to like leave home eventually, hopefully the poor woman please move out at some point. She can watch some damn TV if she wants to.
I have moved out. I have a place in North Van. Thank you very much.
Well,
But-
God bless. Thank you.
But
That
I
poor
just
woman.
wanted to say though that like,
Praise the
I
Lord.
think
Hallelujah.
no, I just think it's crazy that she can flip so fast from being like, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to watch
Amen,
it this year.
brother.
I'm not going to
Amen.
do that."
Maybe she didn't
And then all
want
of
to
a
watch
sudden-
it, and then you were the one who catalyzed the whole thing.
She
Why you
watched
just-
10 episodes in 2 days.
10 episodes. Oh my
She
God.
is
that's-
your mother.
That's unbelievable.
That's 2
No.
hours each episode times 10. That's 20 hours within 2 days to watch all that.
I don't give a fuck. In
she
university,
can do
I
whatever
watch
she
so
wants,
much
man.
Netflix. Ridiculous amounts of Netflix. Know why? Because there's nothing else to do.
Exactly.
Except for, you're done your homework, you're done, she's like, what the fuck am I going to do? Oh, it's a fucking Tuesday. Everyone's studying or doing work. Nobody's fucking doing anything. You're not going to go fucking to the bar on a Tuesday night, though it was Tuesday at the Ville. Like, you're going to be out all night watching Netflix. You're going to be...
Yeah, but she goes to bed early. She fucking...
So do I.
Know why?
What do you
Because she goes to work every day,
I know,
and she
but
wants
I'm
those little breaks where she can watch TV.
It's
I'm
just to
saying it's an-
raise a shitbag kid.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
I'm just saying that it seems a little bit much to when
Seems a little bit much to watch a TV show.
to watch
How dare she?
20 hours of TV over the course of 2 days when she's only up for let's say 15 hours a day. That means that 20 of her 30 hours over those 2 days was spent watching America's Got Talent.
So
Like, what the fuck?
to get away from this, because this is fucking stupid.
I have something,
Okay.
big topic I want to talk about. Canadian icon band tragically had their front lead singer has terminal brain cancer. He's 52, and right now they're at Vancouver right now. I think they're doing their second concert. I think they only did 1 or 2. I'm not sure though. But he's out there singing his like which most likely will be his last tour.
It is the last
Wow.
tour.
Yeah, it's the last
They
tour,
announced
yeah.
it was the
Yeah.
last tour.
Wow,
Like it's
that's horrible.
like
52.
I know, but
That's
he's
so
having
young.
his
Hey,
hometown
man.
was in Victoria, I believe,
Mhm.
and like, oh yeah, everyone like nobody wanted to leave the concert. They kept asking for encores.
Yeah.
Like that's special. Like,
Wow, that's horrible, man. You gotta make
Yeah.
the most of it, though. I mean, he's doing what he loves. So
yeah.
Tragically Hip, I'm a fan, man.
I'm a fan.
What is hip? That's a great song.
That is.
I had to play that song when I was in grade 7, and I was playing in the grade 8 jazz band. I was playing guitar, and I had to play the guitar solo for that. What is hip? And I killed it. I was very proud of that.
That's
I
pretty
worked
good.
really hard.
He has such an iconic voice. Like,
Yeah.
though oftentimes 5440 would come on the radio, and I would think it was them, and my dad would be like, "No, this is them," and I'm like, God damn it, 5440.
Yeah, my music teacher when I was in middle school, or our music teacher when we were in middle school, we all took music.
Except grade 6, grade 7.
She was a huge Tragically Hip fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a huge fan. That's why we played it in jazz band, because she liked it.
There was
She
one.
did a. Actually, never mind.
There was one time at one of our band concerts.
So I gotta preface this. So if you've never been in band in school,
Good for
the
you.
most terrifying thing is your band teacher on the night of a concert.
Oh my god.
yeah.
I imagine
I've
dance studios are 10 times
I've
worse.
played. I played band. I played band in high school. I was the only one of us who played in high school.
Mhm.
And it's the same thing with everyone. And my dad was a band teacher as well, and he says the same thing.
It's
It's
the
like,
same shit. No, but so on one of our concert nights, I played percussion. I played kit, and so during one of our jazz band, I guess the jazz portion of the concert,
jazz band performance.
yeah, the jazz band performance. We played 3 songs, I believe, and because there were 2 percussionists, I played one, and then my buddy Zach, he played 2, right? And so I had done my one, and I was completely good, and I was basically like, didn't go that great, but I was like, whatever, it's over with, I'm done, like, don't have to worry about it or whatever. Then Zach's performing, and I'm like just standing there, and you kind of get bored just standing back there, like you kind of have to just stand there with a smile on your face or whatever. So, but I had my my pair of drumsticks, and I was like,
You have to
like,
pull up a photo of grade 7, Lucas.
oh fuck that.
Oh,
Grade
my
6.
lord.
Okay, continuing though.
Grade 6
Continuing
is-
though. So I have a drumstick, and I'm really fucking bored. And at that time of my life, I was very influenced by Jackass, and I was like, like I wonder what I could do with these drumsticks, right? So Zach's in the middle of his drum solo, and what do? I shove my drumstick up his butt on the seat, and he fucking fell off the seat and kind of kept playing. Luckily, like he managed to pull it off. But Miss Mills, our band teacher, she looked at him because he kind of knocked the drum kit a little bit at the end of his solo, and she kind of looks at him like, what the fuck are you doing? But she's like continuing to do her like little conducting or whatever, right? But you could just see the fire in her eyes. Meanwhile, I'm like looking like an angel because I'm just standing back there with my smile on my face because like she didn't catch me, she didn't see any of that.
Wow.
And then afterwards, I'm pretty sure that she like talked to Zach and was like, what the hell was that?
You're
Like,
a piece of shit.
yeah,
So I have a story from when I was in band in high school. I was in grade 11. So me and my buddies, when we were in end of grade 10, going into grade 11, we switched from all our instruments to the tuba. All 3 of us played the tuba together, and we were the only tuba players in the band. So I was just these 3 goons.
Yeah,
always
just
sitting
big
in the back.
deal. I was pretty big deal playing the tuba.
So
so only
this-
3 of us.
There's 3 of us, and we're all friends, right? We're just 3 goons, right? So we're going to. It was the festival that would qualify us for the nationals, right?
Yeah.
We had to get a medal at this
Someone
one to go to the
shit in your
nationals,
tuba.
right? So we get on the bus, and our tuba. There's 2 buses. Our tubas were on the opposite bus we were sitting on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So our bus arrives at the church first, right? Whatever. We help unload all the instruments. Everyone else's instruments. We helped unload them, bring them into the gym. So we're waiting there. The second bus gets there, like whatever. And so we didn't even notice the second bus got there because it got there way after, whatever. And so like you expect that people would just bring all the instruments in. So it's time to go warm up, and so we go to get our instruments. No tubas. All 3 tubas are not there. I'm like, oh, I guess the tubas are on the bus. So I have to draw on straws to see who has to tell the band teacher, who's just like
on the day of the concert.
on the day of the performance that gets us into the nationals. He
basically the biggest day of his life.
Yeah, I drew the short straw and had to tell him. So the moms that are like chaperoning, like calling the bus driver, trying to get him back, right? And so we're just like sitting out there, all 3 of us, like just so disappointed and
Just
so,
go up to, like,
just so
you can't
pissed.
you can't go up to the rivals and be like, yo,
Like,
can I blow your tuba? Like,
you can't
do that.
And you can't tell
This
your,
is for nationals. You can't do that.
you also can't tell your band teacher that it was someone else's fault because it was 100% our fault, right? Like,
Yeah,
we
you guys
should
are
have just
lazy
we should have just
assholes.
gone out and got the tubas, but no one even told us. Anyways, so the tubas finally get there just in time for us to not warm up, go on stage. So we went on, no warm up, just played our little hearts out, and we killed it.
Yeah.
Well, we killed it, man.
Did you make it?
Yeah, we did. We went to the Nationals, got silver in the
Oh, really?
Nationals.
Good
Yeah,
Shit.
that's one of the best performances our school had ever had at the Nationals. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, congrats.
Thanks, man.
Tuba man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we quit the next year.
Yeah.
Great times playing the tuba, though. I loved it. Awesome. If anybody's questioning like what instrument should you play in band, tuba is the one.
You've played a lot of instruments, right? Like
Yeah.
You played bass.
No, I never played bass, but
Oh,
I know
you
I know how to play bass because I play guitar.
Yeah.
So I played guitar. I played trumpet all the way until I switched to tuba.
Yeah.
And then I'm self-taught on piano.
Okay. Which is your favorite though, tuba?
So tuba, I think, I don't know. It's just I don't know, man. I love all
He
of it.
likes the way
but-
the brass feels against his lips.
Yeah.
So when all three of us switched to tuba, right? None of us ever played tuba, right? But two of us had played brass instruments before, and one of us played woodwind. He was an alto saxophone.
Kieran quit the band and went solo.
He was, alto sax. No. Anyways, so he had never played a wind instrument before, right? And so when you're learning to play like a brass instrument, it's like all about the muscles in your mouth, right? Like it's very strenuous, especially playing with a smaller mouthpiece. It's like really, you have to have really strong embouchure. That's what it's called. So this guy who had never played before, he was so bad. It took him forever. This is Josh. It took him so long to catch on, right? Meanwhile, I just picked it up. It was like I was meant to play the tuba.
Like you were meant to kiss the brass anus. Your lips were just supposed to be perfect.
No, dude, the mouthpiece for a tuba is huge, man. Like this big.
So
okay, I guess you like him that way. I'm sorry.
how was band in high school? Because I never took it because I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm done with my percussion career. You know, hanging up the drumsticks or whatever. But how was it in high school with Mr. Hardy?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Like the music we played is like to this day some of the best music like I've ever heard, and
Okay.
especially playing the tuba. Let me go off for a second.
Like, yeah.
Ralph Vaughan Williams, English folk song suite. That is the shit. Oh my goodness! The first movement, the march. There's this one section. If you've heard it, you know the section.
Yeah.
Oh, to this day, it's on my phone when I listen to it.
Just too good. Too good.
Yeah,
And gets your ruffles your frills.
When I was in grade 10, it was grade 10. We played whole second suite,
Okay.
which is awesome. Fantastic piece of music. Is awesome. I think I don't know, just who I am, like the kind of music I like. I liked the music we played in high school way better than like shit we played in middle school.
Yeah, middle school is a lot more.
Middle school
like
we played like all the pop tunes, like Funky Town, all that stuff. It just sucked.
Yeah, I did though. We did play in the Hall of the Mountain King, and that was great.
Yeah,
That was
good.
a lot of fun.
I also played that in high school too,
Oh, did you?
but it was like in grade 9 when
Oh,
it was
okay.
like they're just like
Yeah, it was like a warm up thing.
Yeah, yeah.
The one thing that I have to say about music in high school, like the one class that I kind of wish I took, was a guitar class, because one of our buddies, Aiden, he ended up taking it because he needed some sort of.
He did an
class.
art.
Yeah,
arts
he needed an art to graduate, so he took guitar. And I thought it was the dumbest choice ever. I was like, why would you fucking?
Oh
take
no, I
guitar?
cheered him on.
I was like, wow,
yeah,
like
go
that's so
learn
dumb.
guitar.
Like if you look at the kids in that class, like it's one class, it's just like a hodgepodge of different like kids from different backgrounds and stuff like that. Just
Yeah,
really,
why would you want to mix?
just a really random class, like kind of it was kind of what I imagined. In Malcolm in the Middle, that like class that Dewey's in with just all the random
I
kids.
thought it was, you mean Malcolm?
Yeah, Malcolm Dewey. I don't
I'm
know.
gonna fuck up the whole plot of the show.
Sorry about it. Okay, but yeah, it's just
The
a
whole point is he's in the
hodgepodge,
middle.
right? But so I had to take pictures for the yearbook for that page, because I was like, you know what? Like I'm in the yearbook team. I'll sign up for that one. Like I think it'd be fun. It'll be funny, right? Just throw Aiden all over the page, right? So I went into that guitar class to take these pictures, and it looked like the funnest time ever.
Absolutely,
They
man. I love the
basically
guitar.
were in this circle, and Mr. Hardy was in the middle, and they just played the guitar, and it was like Mr. Hardy was the campfire, and they were singing campfire songs, kind of thing. Like,
Mr. Hardy is so funny.
and it was funny too because
He retired this year.
oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, it's too bad. Yeah, it was funny because
No, it's
I.
good. He's finally out
well,
of there.
yeah,
with all those
it's-
stupid kids.
It's good that he's out of there, but like it's too bad
Thank
that
God.
they lost
The poor man.
the teacher. But anyway, so I get in there and they're not playing anything. Like he didn't really expect it, and I was like, oh, can I just take some pictures of your class? Like playing guitar or whatever, and he was like, yeah, sure. He's like, kids, what should we play? And he's like, oh, we'll try this one. And he flips through his little thing, and he's like, turn to this page, guys. And then everyone just starts playing the guitar, and I was like, okay. And then so I took a bunch of pictures, and I had enough. And he was like, do you want me to sing another one? We can do another one. And Mr. Hardy, by the way, in this guitar class, he sings the songs. Everyone's playing the guitar,
Mr.
but
Hardy's
he sings.
a fantastic guy.
He sings, yeah, like he's the voice. Right, so I had so much fun with it that I was like, yeah, you guys can play another. It was basically my encore. I took some more pictures, just chilled there.
Awesome.
It was great. I definitely one regret. Like I would definitely take that class if I could go back in time.
Yeah, Mr. Hardy's a great band teacher.
Yeah,
great band teacher. My dad, he was a band teacher in the school district before he became a he went on to be doing administration and stuff like that. He always had great things to say about Mr. Hardy. Yeah, great guy. Me and all the people I know who have been in his class, just like love the guy.
Yeah, just killed it.
He's scary when he's in the concert, but he's so funny. Like the jokes this guy cracks. Oh my goodness.
It's just so dry humor too.
If you could,
that's the
if you could not take a class at high school, what would it be?
Not
planning.
Planning?
Planning.
Oh man.
Or
That's a
English. Actually, English.
English for sure.
I hated English, dude.
I can speak it. I can. If nobody's writing letters
It was
anymore.
just so subjective and like this is what the teacher wants you to write, and you know what? It prepares you for university because university just is bullshit. But anyways,
oh man, I have to.
I liked my English teacher.
I have to talk about my English professor out in Acadia.
don't say his name.
I'm not gonna say his name. He's a great guy and everything.
Oh, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy, but he
I thought you were
when I
supposed
went
to
into his
roast the
class, it was English reading and writing critical. I started to read a description about him, and take it. There was no picture beside his name, so I didn't know what this guy looks like, and it says that he majored in African literature and African history.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And stuff like that. I was like, oh wow, that's really cool. And like he shows up to class. I show up to this class, and I thought it was a mistake, because here was this tall, lanky white dude with glasses with like dark brown hair, like from Back to the Future. Like oh man, he had the most monotone voice. He'd be like, all right, today we will learn about this study, and like whatever, like
just completely the opposite of what you imagined.
And like what
That's
you think
awful.
when you
I
think
wouldn't
like
even go to that class.
and like you just bought these books, right? We just bought all these books, like, oh, I guess like we were reading some. I was reading some of the novels, like, oh, I guess this was African literature. This is what he learned. Yeah. So whatever you thought would be like cool African literature, I think one of the short stories was cool. The rest was just like really dull. Like oh man, I can't even. It was just so dull. And he'd tell these stories, and like nobody really laughed. I'd give him a chuckle. Just
throw that out there for him.
Yeah,
I'll give you this one.
I like you, buddy.
Yeah, one of the great things about my school is that I didn't have to take English.
Yeah,
which actually influenced my decision to go there a lot because I hate English.
I had to take English, and I was very pissed because I unfortunately bought all of my books because my parents were like, "Oh, buy the books. Like you'll need them. You'll need them."
High school?
For university. I bought my English books.
What books do you have to buy?
It was like just a bunch of books that we were reading that semester or whatever, right? Waste of money. Waste of like $100.
They're so expensive.
I know they are so expensive.
It's disgusting.
The textbooks I have to buy, dude.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
I had to buy a chemistry textbook that I looked at twice. It was $200.
Oh, I know.
And I never have to take chemistry again for the rest of my goddamn
I'm
life.
about to go off about this say your tip. I'm about to go off about this bookstore.
A tip to all people going to university: don't buy the books. Just borrow them off of your friends.
That's not true.
No. After the first week,
As
buy your
who's
books.
actually been to university.
That is
some books you need.
Not film school.
I'm going to film school, so I don't need books. So if you're an artistic person like myself that is going into the arts, don't buy your English books.
If you're going into the arts, don't go to school because there's no point because that degree's not going to take you to anything.
Yeah, I learned that first year. I was in 2 programs.
Actually, I heard a study, or I heard something on the radio. It was a study done that, you always hear that like it's always the joke that you're like a history major, whatever, then you're getting a degree so you can like work at as a waiter for the rest of your life, right? But this study, I guess, said that it was tracking kind of how people are doing with each kind of degree. And obviously, the engineering science degrees, whatever, computer science is all like up there, right? Making lots of money, whatever, and business degrees. But actually, people with arts degrees are actually doing really well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're actually doing really well these days. So there you go. Actually, the highest paying job with like the highest paying degree you can get like as a job right after your degree is actuary.
Hmm.
You know what that is?
I don't have the damnedest clue.
Well, let me tell you. It's basically you just for companies you calculate risk.
Oh,
So it's a lot of statistics and stuff like that. You have to take in school, and then it's like, okay, so this is the risk on making this move or this thing like that, right?
interesting.
And then you can.
And so that's the highest paying.
Yep, my dad, he talked to some students, and they were going to university just because it was the highest paying job at a university.
That's pretty cool. How much does it pay? Do you know?
I don't know. It starts. It's like higher. It starts at higher than engineering.
Oh,
so yeah.
wow.
It's the highest paying, right?
That's pretty fucking solid.
Okay, so I bought. I don't
Yeah,
know the
yeah,
exact
you can
amount.
rant now,
Yeah,
so-
no,
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry.
off about the
I
books and
bottled
stuff.
that. I was like fuming over here. But so it was. I don't know the exact amount. It was like $500 plus on books. Like just
Yep.
atrocious.
Yeah, God.
And I go back, end of the school year, I'm done all my exams. I go back to this bookstore. They were willing to offer me $1.25 for all of my books back. I looked the man straight in the eyes and said, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" And I walked out that door.
No, dude.
I was so livid.
You sell them on the Facebook group in like
Oh,
your
yeah.
university. Like that's where you sell.
That's
them.
where you sell them.
Yeah.
Do not go back to those
I'm about to sell my chemistry
asshole
textbook.
bookstore workers who are literally novels. I like well-known author novels where he's just like, yeah, dude, I can't do much with this book because like it's
Honestly?
not really needed right now. So
The goddamn thing about university is like
it's so damn expensive.
it is the biggest waste of money because
oh my God.
it's not a waste of money. But here's what I'm saying: people value an education way more than it's worth. It is not worth $120,000 to go to university. Like
yeah.
basically, it's you go to university for a piece of paper that says you know something that you could have looked up on the internet. I swear to God, my $200 math textbook that you have to pay $200 for that I didn't pay. I literally downloaded the PDF for free on the internet.
That's another
That
thing.
anybody can read that has everything to do with math up to like second year math that you can just read yourself and learn yourself. It's not any better than what's in the it's not any worse than what's in the lecture.
Avoid
Yeah.
buying textbooks with those stupid fucking CDs attached to the back. They will
You
not
never
help
use the
you.
CDs,
You will
dude.
never use
But
it.
here's what you honestly okay. Some textbooks that come with a solution manual, you want the solution manual because if you just see the answer and you have no idea what you're doing, like just kill yourself.
Yeah.
Although there is websites out there that have your textbooks online that can tell you the solutions and how work through. Some people submit the solutions to your problems and then you work through. That helped me a lot in calculus. So Slater is the website. SLADER. Look that up.
Oh. Yeah, I thought you were listening.
No,
I was like,
it's a website, and you go
Slater.
and you look up your books and then it has all these solutions submitted by people.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
really cool.
That
Really
reminds
good.
me.
And it's free.
I for my eldest brother's birthday, his name's Riley. Shout out. We went to El Nepal, which was across the border in States, and when I was crossing the border, usually border guard, you just want to be as serious as possible. You just want to get through.
Yep.
No nothing to worry about. Just try and get through. This guy looks at my passport, looks in the car. He goes, "John Slater," and my family, everyone was just like, what? What? Excuse me? And he's just like, oh, so I said, pardon? And he's like, oh, so you must be John Slater. I'm like, do you mean Slater McRae? He's like, yeah, I'm just kidding with you. And passed me back my passport. I'm like, dude, don't joke about that. You can't joke about that at a border.
So my name's Slater Thomas McRae.
Slater Thomas McRae.
Here, look at my car. I have no felonies. Never committed a crime. I never had a speeding ticket because I don't have a driver's license.
Have you ever been pulled over at the border?
No.
I go across the border a lot because with the team I play for, we play in the States.
Yeah.
So it's every time we go through the border, and I've filled out those customs declaration sheets so many times.
Oh, I bet.
It is awful. Actually, one of the worst things is when you because we go down to California and all kinds of places, right? Utah, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so the worst thing is because we fly to Seattle a lot, right? Because it's cheaper. By the way, I'll go off about it later, but Canadian flights are way too expensive. Anyways,
Absolutely.
it's ridiculous. You know why? Totalitarianism. But anyways, the worst thing in the world is when you get off the
What
plane.
happened to no politics?
No, dude, this is about more than politics.
This is
So,
is
anyways,
life.
so when you get off the plane, it's okay, we finally landed. We're basically home. But then you realize when you're in Seattle and you have a 3-hour drive to get back home, and it's just the worst thing. It just sucks, man.
So go off about totalitarianism.
Only Only if you can say it, man.
Stroke.
Dude, I'm gonna put my wallet in your mouth or something?
Sorry.
Totalitarianism?
Totalitarianism. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of things. So there's a very famous book written by a guy named George Orwell called 1984. And it was written in the 30s, 40s, and has a prediction of the future, right? And it's my favorite book of all time. I love that book. And one of the reasons I love it so much is he was absolutely correct. So any reference you hear to like Big Brother, like Big Brother's watching kind of thing, is a reference to 1984, right? And so, especially with, I call them the three super states of Canadian like telecommunications, so TELUS, Rogers, and Bell, is like, it's like George Orwell went into a time machine, saw what the state of our telecommunications network system is in Canada, and then wrote 1984. It's like, so basically the premise of the book is it's in a world where there's three main super states.
Are you about to? Did you bring up all of that to complain about your reception? Is where it's leading?
Not at all.
Okay, good. I was gonna say.
No. This is a way bigger issue than reception. So, and I'm not a customer of those services. So, for a very distinct reason, because I do not support it. Anyways, that's absolutely correct. So basically, 1984 is set in a world where there's three main superstates, and the one that it takes place in is called Oceania, and it's basically all of the Americas and the UK. Mm-hmm. And then you have Eurasia, and there's another one, I don't know, whatever, Europe, something. It doesn't matter. And then, so basically, it's a total totalitarian state where everything is controlled. They have thought police where you can't think, stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. So basically, every state is in a constant, perpetual state of war with the other one, in which no one will ever overtake the other. And basically, the point of the war is to fund the economy and stuff like that, so that everyone has a job and stuff like that. And you can, anyways, it's way more complicated than I'm making it sound. But TELUS, Rogers, and Bell are essentially those three superstates in which when you're in one, they'll tell you all kinds of things about the other ones. But they're all the same thing. They all offer the same service. If one was truly better than the other, then there wouldn't be three. It's because people would go to the best one. So like, it's just ridiculous. It's something that just drives me crazy, man. Like,
are you gonna be able to sleep at night, man?
Honestly, it's that type of stuff that just
just grinds your gears.
Like if there's anything I had to hate, because I don't really hate, like I always preach that I don't hate anybody. Like I don't like hate things.
I just hate this, and this, but I don't hate anyone.
No, I don't hate anyone, but I hate slow internet. And I hate the terrible service we get because like there's no competition.
Why don't you just move somewhere where there's better internet?
You're right. I should move to Sweden.
Do that with this fucking.
I should just move to Sweden, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
Do it.
Man, I'm telling you, the northern countries in Europe,
they've
got
the
best
right
quality.
Yeah.
They have it right, man. The highest quality of life. They have the best internet connection.
Nobody's fucking with them too. Like everyone's complaining about like attacks. Nobody fucks with the northern countries.
Exactly, because their quality of life is so good. The only thing is that it snows there, and I'm not a fan of the snow.
They don't like snow?
Dude, here's the thing. So let me just go off for a second about British Columbia. And why British Columbia is the best province.
Just
because
sit back, Slater.
British Columbia has the best weather.
The Kieran podcast is brought to you by.
Has the best weather in Canada because it doesn't snow. But the thing is that if you want to go see snow, you can go to the mountains and see it. It's so close. You go to Whistler, see the snow. But you don't have to live in the snow in the hell that the people out east live. So
let me tell you, I lived it. I absolutely lived it. I was out there.
I'm so sorry that you had to live that, man.
It started snowing. Well, first of all, I feel bad for anyone living in Alberta right now.
Oh my goodness!
Especially considering my first flight
right
out to Nova Scotia. In general.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I don't think they have snow right now.
No, that's what I would think. You know, August. It's August. I'm flying to Nova Scotia. I land in Edmonton. It's snowing. It's like late August in Edmonton. It was fucked.
When was this?
August 21st last year.
Oh.
Like it was insane. But like when I got there, okay, so it started snowing about January 12th, I believe.
Yeah.
And it didn't end till about late April. Like it snows.
So
10-degree weather was short days.
God, dude.
Fuck.
The thing about like my personal experience with snow is that it's good for a while, But eventually, it's just the biggest pain in your ass.
The moment it becomes slush, it can go fuck itself. But I fucking love snow.
I like it. That's why I just love BC, man.
Snow.
If you want snow, you just go see it. There's snow. It's so close. You just go see snow. But then you come home and you don't have to have snow.
Yeah, you don't have to shovel it. That was the one thing.
Exactly.
Oh, man. But the one thing, though, those assholes out there, they don't give a shit about safety or anything. It'll be like 4 feet of snow. They're like, yeah, you guys got to go to school today. Like, yeah, it looks completely fine. Like, I saw so many kids eat it on the way to class. Like,
Jeez,
one
dude.
kid had a
That is
project in his
torn
hand.
ACL
Like,
waiting to happen.
absolutely.
I thought
And
you meant like
my
eat
campus
it,
was
like,
on a
eat
hill.
snow on the way to class.
Like, think about that. My campus was on a hill. So people were walking up and down this
horrible.
icy path. I remember I was making fun of somebody with my buddy Jeff. Shout out to Jeffrey Beatty, kicker. And
Also,
ass
shout out to
eater.
the Beatty School of Business at UBC.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, I was walking to him. I was just, like, joking around, like, oh, what if, like, someone slipped? I completely Charlie Browned myself. Like, I fucking slipped so hard. And, like, it's dangerous. And
Yeah,
people,
man.
like my professor's,
Some-
like, driving, and he's like, oh, that was pretty crazy today. I'm like, yeah, it was insane.
Well,
It
I
was
guess,
a blizzard.
yeah, I know in some schools in Ontario they have underground passages because,
Wouldn't that be nice?
yeah.
I bet they're not on the hill either.
That's pretty
There's
dope,
no thing as
actually.
hills in Ontario, dude.
But my
Underground
school's
passages.
Yeah, they at Carleton, I believe they have those.
Oh yeah, there is at Carleton because my sister.
Yeah,
went
Carleton.
there.
Wow!
Yeah, wow.
What a coincidence!
No, I just realized that she already told me about that.
Wow, man.
Yeah,
Thanks.
fucking dumb.
Wow,
Yeah, you
man.
are.
Yeah.
No one ever
Hey,
argued that, man.
Yeah,
I don't think they know.
Oh, they know, man.
Oh, they absolutely
I'm
know.
pretty sure that.
No sarcasm.
I'm pretty sure that we're all shitbags and they all know that. So,
I just want one more thing
Yeah.
to say about Nova Scotia. If you ever visit there, about every, I would say, 2 to 5 kilometers, there is a cemetery. It is so old, like straight up. If you drive on the highway for like an hour, you will see at least 15 cemeteries.
Do
Like-
they not like cremate people over there?
No, because like it was like think about when Canada was established and stuff. Like there's stuff.
Yes.
Like it's.
Leif Erikson's over there, man.
But also like I think
Chris C's over there.
like why? Why?
Jacques Cartier's over
Oh
there.
yeah.
Simon Fraser? No, he's here. He's here. He came all the way over here. I don't know why. Actually, no, I know why. Because BC is the best province. He knew.
yeah, you knew no snow. All right. On that note,
He's a lumberjack and he's okay.
I'm gonna call it. Thank you for listening to the Left Wing Fruit podcast. Tune in next week, and yeah, bye.